I love to be alone. I love to spend time digging into the depths of my mind. I love the peace and the quiet to allow my creativity to unfold. And I love to have the freedom to just work on projects that I'm passionate about. And as selfish as it sounds, when I'm by myself, I don't have to compromise and I can kind of do whatever it is that I want to do. And for most of my life, I've had a good balance between alone time and time with friends. When I was in school, when I lived with my roommates, when I took dance classes. But as I've gotten older, I find this making friends thing has gotten a little more challenging.
I usually make videos on things that I feel like I've put so much time and effort into becoming really good at, but the topic of today's video is something that I definitely haven't mastered. Maybe there are some other people out there that find creating really deep human connections, deep friendships in adulthood challenging as well. I definitely have a lot of acquaintances, like I know a lot of people, I could hang out with a lot of people, but a friendship to me goes way beyond that. A friendship is a deep, really deep-rooted connection that you have with another human. So deep to a point where you can tell them everything and anything and you trust them on your life. Like that is a real friendship to me, and that I don't have a lot of. But just like with anything, I think that we always have the answers deep within in what we need to do in order to create more of that. There's a very special reason as to why I want this video today to be about creating friendships, because my brother and I have been traveling all around Europe. We've been to 6 different countries in 6 days, and that has all led up to this very moment today where we got a very special surprise in Austria. And that is why you see these beautiful Austrian mountains behind me. Isn't it crazy that it's so warm down here, but then there's snow up there? I woke up to the most beautiful sunrise today. I was supposed to have gone to Australia, but when I realized that my visa didn't get approved in time, just like when anything doesn't go according to how we want our life to go, when things get in the way, when obstacles get in the way, there's always a reason. I knew that the first reason was that I could surprise my grandma for her birthday in Denmark. And the second reason I realized was because of this very special day that we're gonna have today.
In 2015, when I first arrived in Los Angeles, I met a very special Austrian girl named Betty, and our experiences together helped us create this very deep bond that I till this day feel truly grateful for. But as we all know, a friendship, just like anything else that holds value in our life, needs to be nourished. And since we live on the opposite side of the world from each other, and today is her 30th birthday, I believe that I was meant to be right here today for a little surprise. Her reaction made me cry, and I'll show it to you in a bit. But first,
that was a little sidetrack to the fact that everything always happens for a reason, and that sometimes when something doesn't go according to plan and you really want something to happen, if we just dig in and figure out why did this happen, could there be something better waiting for me? If we just like are open to those possibilities, better things that we couldn't even have imagined or created in our own minds as ideas could just end up actually happening. Trust that this thing that you're going through right now is for a reason, and that you soon or later at least will find out why. I've been rambling for way too long. We gotta eat some breakfast and then we gotta go. We're now on our way up to a different part in Austria. We're drinking a little coffee. My brother's here. He's slowly waking up.
Hi guys.
It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be exciting. This morning when I was journaling on the fact that if I want to create these deep-rooted connections with people, I gotta do something. I gotta be intentional about actually seeking the thing. Just like with anything in life, if we want to get in shape, we gotta actually do the thing, put in the work to do it. If we want to grow a business, we gotta do the work. Everything in life, when we want something new, we gotta do something new, right? I feel like we're slowly getting away from the snow. There was lots of snow in the Alder Mountains, but we've been driving a little bit. Where we're going, there's a lake, so we're definitely gonna be jumping in the lake before we do the other thing. That's for sure. Okay, so we found a lake and I want to jump in, but do you see the snow on these mountains? I think it's gonna be ice cold. So I told myself that if I jump in, I'm gonna reward myself with a Built Bar afterwards, and I feel like that's just giving me a little bit more of a let's go do this. People are looking at me like I'm crazy. I feel like I am a little crazy. It's kind of cold. But now I get to eat my Built Bar. Built Bar just happens to be the sponsor of this entire trip, which I feel so honored and grateful for. However, it's because I do YouTube, so this is my absolute favorite bar, so it's totally worth freezing your ass off. It has only 130 calories. It's absolutely delicious. It's packed with chocolate, delicious flavors, which are all natural. It's gluten-free. It's got no preservatives, and it has 17 grams of protein, which we all know we need protein to make those muscles grow. It's got only 4 grams of sugar. I deserved that, didn't I? I've been enjoying these bars throughout my entire trip, and we're running out, which I'm really sad about. Oh, it matches the mountain. Thank you so much, Built Bar, for sponsoring this video. I think you should get some for yourself, and if you do, you can use my code PRNELLA10 to get 10% off. It's gonna give you energy to jump in the water again. One more bite, then I'm ready. Okay, let's do it. Yesterday we did a full day of eating in Italy, and if you haven't watched that video, you should check it out. We got these tomatoes and a bunch of other incredible food. There's just something in the Italian ways of planting and what's it called?
The Italians, they have certain standards for their food. So when you go to any Italian supermarket, you won't find garbage tomatoes or garbage pesto or garbage ham. And that's because they have certain standards and they stick to them. So if you want to change something in your life, you have to change your standards. So let's say, for instance, you have $1,000 in your bank account and you're fine with having $1,000 in your bank account. And if you keep having that standard, you're gonna stay stuck on having $1,000 in your bank account. So if you want to change, you have to change your standards. So let's say you have $1,000, you're fine with that. Now you get a fine for $500 because you did something. Now you're at $500. Now you're uncomfortable with having $500. And so, oh shit, you save, you work extra, you do something to get up back to 1,000 so that you're, oh, I have $1,000, so that you're calm again. And the same goes for, let's say you get married or whatever, and you get a gift of $500. Now suddenly you have $1,500 in your bank account. Now you're happy and wow, this is cool, I can spend all this money. So you spend your money again till you're back to $1,000. So what you gotta do if you wanna have $10,000 is you gotta develop that same feeling of uncomfort from when you have $1,000. So change your standards, and it will automatically kind of come to you if your certain standards for money.
That is my younger brother. He's 21 years old. I mean, come on, I have shivers. The tomato just exploded on my shirt. I was so wowed by what he just said.
So you think you're subscribed to Pernilla, but really, where do you think Pernilla gets all her knowledge? I tell her stuff and she's like, oh hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk a little bit about self-development, yeah?
I love the accent. I wish that was my accent.
This morning when I was journaling on friendships, I was reflecting on if we want to create more meaningful connections in our life, then how do we actually go about it?
In my life, I feel that my deeper friendships have been born through some sort of shared struggle or hobby or goal or maybe an experience that's helped us bond. I'm not much of a small talker, and things like these just help us go beneath that surface layer and into more meaningful conversations and ventures. And both Betty and I, when we met, we were both struggling financially. We shared our passion for dance, and we were both eager to develop as humans and create a life bigger than our previous limited frame of mind had thought would even be possible. And so if we want to create friendships even in our adulthood, I would think that one way to go about it is to figure out what values and activities and passions we have that are meaningful to us, and then seek out events, organizations, and groups that align with this. And if there's any fear, we just gotta do it anyway.
This chocolate, we gotta taste it. Oh, Austrian chocolate. We're gonna go work out.
And we're in the gym.
I've done a lot of stomach workouts during my time in just the gym, watching on YouTube and in the military. But I've never in my life experienced a stomach workout. It made me lose my strength so fast, as you can take like that.
I got the ab workouts. Follow Pernilla Striker on Instagram and get some workouts going.
Or maybe it just felt like I was losing my strength because I'm next to somebody who looks like a 12-year-old and I'm a big guy and I just lost my strength immediately.
I like looking like a 12-year-old. That's fine by me. And a little snack.
This is insane. This is Daniel, Betty's boyfriend, who has helped set all of this up. Now I'm getting ready for the thing that we came here for. Betty. She is one of those people that I created a really freaking strong connection with. But she lives in Austria, so I don't get to see her very often. And I feel like friendships is like with any other relationship, that it requires us to take time out of our schedule to maintain a good one. And that's something that I'm not always good at choosing to prioritize with all the things that I feel I got going on. But with this attempt and setting the intention to start prioritizing both maintaining and creating new meaningful friendships. Like with anything, all it takes is one little step at a time, and slowly we've built new habits that lead us closer to the life that we deep down want.
Do you know I made a full YouTube video on this? About like friendships and how it's so rare to find real friendships. And you're the real deal, honey. She says that we remind you of each other. Really? I think that's so cool. I mean, the fact that you guys are ready to go to the lake, not everyone would do that. You're the only two people that would do that. Yeah. I feel like you're just a fancier version of me. Yes, sorry, but yes.
I'm not looking for the surface layer chats. I want the authentic truth. Those really are the friendships that I see. For me to have that, I have to dare and be willing to act upon and create this myself.